My first post was 30, like for money, it was $35. I thought it was the biggest G.
Like Shannon's 23. That's crazy. And she's killing it.
We're talking about how some of these content creators out there are fucking like, they're like 18 when they look like they're 28. And they're like crushing it. They've like hacked the matrix in a few different ways. But then they're always like 5 years younger than what you think they are.
Why do you think that's happening right now?
That's a good question, Bella.
Just because they've had access to these platforms from a younger age?
I was gonna say, we all have access. So like right now, like people won't want to listen to an 18-year-old if I'm being realistic. Like most of them are like 24 to 26 years old, these people. But you think they're like 30 or in the mid-30s. But now it's just like, if you're too young, people won't listen to you. But if you're old enough, like, you know, like at least mid-20s, young 20s, where you look old enough, and you're still doing the thing, like with the content, whatever you're doing, I feel like people will respect you. But even then, like, there's YouTubers that are like 14, 15, like Iman Ghazi, if you've ever heard of him, he's huge. He blew up when he was like 14. So like, if you know your shit, you can blow up at any age.
Do you think that your age gives you more cred to people on these
for
platforms?
sure. I mean, some people won't listen to you if you're a kid. But I'm just saying, if you are a kid and you're crushing it, and you become undeniable, you're undeniable. Like, there's a lot of them out there. But when we were kids, me and Dave were just talking about this the other day. We were getting phones. Like, I had my first flip phone in like 3rd grade. In W.
3rd grade?
Yeah.
That's young, kind of.
But it was like a flip phone. It was just like calling my mom.
The Razor.
The first time I was getting like a real phone, like it was like a Rumor, the slide with the keyboard. You know when keyboards started getting popular? Yeah, right before iPhones became a thing. That's funny, like we were pre-iPhone. Think about that.
I know.
My first phone was the first gen iPhone. And I remember I lined up the day it first got like in the market. I was in line for like 4 hours to get it. And everyone had Blackberries. And I was the only one, it was in high school, I was 15. And I was the only one, and I remember like taking it out, and like everyone was around me, like looking at me, like, yeah, touch screen, yeah. And then I switched to the BlackBerry when everyone switched to the iPhone, because in the BlackBerry you could download Pokemon Yellow, and I wanted to play Pokemon. So then I had to redirect.
Something like my brother.
It was an I beat it.
I was telling Dave the other day, I was like, I remember the first time I had like 3,000 followers, and I had this like deodorant company that I loved, Rustic Maca. I was like, oh my gosh, I love them so much. I reached out to them one day, I'm like, you want to do some sort of like partnership here? Or me post pay you a few times? They're like, oh yeah, sure. And they did me $35 per post. And I did like a few posts, and I just felt like such a G. I was like, man, I made it, you know what I mean?
Back in the day.
I remember showing some of my friends, I'm like, yeah, you see this post? I'm like, just like holding up deodorant stick, like flexing my ass. I'm like, yeah, I made $35. So, but that was like me hacking the matrix. I was like, figuring this out.
What year would that have been?
That was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Yeah, when I started just making content, like I was like a vegan at the time. I made vegan content. Yeah, that was before I was even teaching yoga. And then I started teaching yoga, and that was like 5 years ago.
You've
I
grown.
started making yoga content movement. And then I figured out my diet. I started eating meat again, eggs, raw milk. But yeah.
Get the money shot here.
The money shot.
It's just tobacco.
When I say the words, we're gonna end affiliate marketing, people's eyes light up. Because if you're a content creator, it's just like this whole thing. It's like brands just want free videos. It's like hopping on a television ad. Think about it. You know how we had television ads back in the day for a TV channel? It's like, oh yeah, we'll just give free ads. But then if you sell something, then you make money. If you sell some of our shit, you'll make some of the profit that we make. It's like guaranteed for the brand. That doesn't make sense. It's not guaranteed for the creator. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, in the TV world, that wouldn't happen. You have to pay for your slot on the TV. And then if you sell, it's on top of that. So same thing for creators. It's like, you have to pay to get in their ads or be a sponsor on their channel. And then if they sell stuff, they get more on top of that. It's not like, oh yeah, no, you just create content for free all day long. Like, flood your content feeds with all of our content, our products, and then when you make sales, eventually maybe you'll get a little cut. There's so much product awareness, and then here comes Christmas time. It's like 25% off everything. The one creator that got you aware about that brand, you're like, oh, now I'm gonna buy that, whatever, red light, whatever it is. But then they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go and use the Christmas code. So then that creator doesn't even get that credit. Yeah. But they brought the brand awareness to all those sales that come, and a lot of people wait until Black Friday, Cyber Sale, whatever, Christmas. There's so many sales.
Yeah, it's a scam, and that's why a lot of these content creators, you go on their link tree and they have like 40 affiliate brands because that's what they need to do to be able to make like a decent amount of monthly income.
Yeah.
Why do the influencers buy into affiliate programs?
Because that's the trick. Like, the creator economy is so new, people don't even know their worth yet. It's like a thing. And we're still, like, even the big creators, some of my friends that have hundreds and thousands and millions of followers, they still don't know their worth. Like, we're still all trying to figure it out. So if you're someone who's starting and you're just like, you know, starting an account, you have a few hundred followers, you think, oh, I'm gonna get a few affiliates and start making, you know, some side sales. I wanna start making this online thing work. And then you just get hooked with the affiliate game, and that's like, you don't ever think of like, oh, I'm getting more traction. I could actually charge per video that I'm posting for this brand. It's a weird thing. It's just so new that a lot of people don't even know that they could charge for it. But a lot of people aren't even having that $35 moment yet. That's the moment we're gonna get people to have.
Dave, what do you want with your biohacking? Like, what do you see for yourself?
Same
over
thing,
here in
really.
the corner.
I mean, this is the main project, but it'd be cool to actually be one of the influencers, because right now I'm part of this, but I don't have the platform that makes me labeled as a content creator. Well, I guess technically I am, but I'm not even a micro influencer. I don't even get the micro status.
Your community is growing, Nabi.
Oh yeah, I got like 15 followers today.
You're around the right people, though.
Collectively, you have a couple thousand followers, dude. Collectively.
Collectively, I have like 2,000.
He's got a couple bands.
No,
yeah.
Well, actually, no.
Communities die hard. They're cultists.
If I'm adding all the platforms together, I'm probably like 3,000. Yeah. I don't know. I would like to do the same thing and just focus on. The cool thing about biohacking is that I can really post about anything. So I can do my music, I can do yoga if I want, exercise, all the biohacking, all the nutrition, like cleaning hacks, I can do everything, and I have knowledge on all that. So I think it'll be fun just creating educational content about that, and then being able to collaborate with these guys, and it'd be cool having my own brand deals eventually. But
so Bella, what do you think? Come back. What do you think about what we're doing with bioculture? What's bioculture to you?
What is bioculture to me? Well, for me, like, I wouldn't really identify as being in this influencer world. So to be kind of like surrounded by these people and to see kind of how it works on the back end. I need to look at your eyes and not the camera.
Oh,
but
yeah. Oh, but I'm zoomed in. We see every part of your face.
Kind of to see how it works in the back end is actually really interesting, because it's so much more than just these pretty posts on Instagram. It's like, this is a business for people, and they obviously take it quite seriously. And I think to be meeting these people kind of in some of like the interview process or the meetings that we've had, you can see like it's really authentic what they want to be doing, and so like their personality comes out and things like that. And I feel like there's been a lot of excitement towards it. So obviously you and Dave have kind of hacked into something with a lot of potential, and people are feeling that. So I think that's really positive. As an influencer right now, trying to make it and trying to kind of beat the noise of Instagram, what are some things that you need to be thinking about or doing?
Beat the noise on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. That's a good question. I would say my main advice would be to the eighth wonder of the world, collaboration. So collaborate as much as you can. I was taking advantage of the collaboration feature on Instagram as soon as it came out, and that reaped the most benefits. Like it helped me take my following from like growing at the time, like maybe like 500-700 a day to like thousands a day, for like months. So stuff like that, if you really bring it out and you take advantage of it and you arbitrage it while the arbitrage is still there, which is still there, now you can collaborate on Instagram with like 4 people. So you can grow your own accounts. So if you have an account, you can grow another account just by piggybacking off the shoulders of your other account that you've already grown. So you can do stuff like that to multiply your efforts. So my long story short is multiply your efforts as much as you can, and collaboration is a perfect way to do that because you can piggyback off yourself, you can piggyback off other accounts, add value to other accounts to where they would want to repost it or collaborate with it, to where, yeah, you're just getting yourself in front of, tens of thousands of people or maybe hundreds of thousands of people's eyes just by collaborating and adding value to other people who already have those audiences built. So if you're starting from scratch, leverage. You can turn the world if your lever is long enough.
Nice, fire.
Yeah.
Adios, people.